Hello everyone, this is Adam. I have, well, as you know from a previous coffee video, I have this Hario Syphon that I acquired. Since I bought it, so it came with a denatured alcohol burner, and the problem with those is you can't really control the temperature, so you've got all or nothing. Denatured alcohol is a little expensive, and my work wouldn't allow an alcohol burner, but they would allow a butane burner. So I got a butane burner. I believe it was between $75 and $100 roughly, from another company, and it stopped working after 2 days. So I bought another one, and that one, the adjustment knob didn't work. So I returned both of those to Amazon, 2 different brands. I'll link below to what those were so you can avoid them if you'd like. So, and of course these are flammable sources. So I went out and bought what I originally wanted to buy from the very beginning, but I didn't because of cost initially, which is the, I'm going to butcher this, Akira coffee. It's a coffee, it's basically a light. You know, whenever you go to those really rich people's houses and they have those red lights in the bathroom, like a heat lamp basically, but you know, you can, it's nice and calming after a long shower. I don't know why they're there, but they seem pretty cool to me. It's basically the same kind of light. I'm pretty sure it's a halogen light. It's a 60 hertz, 350 watt electrical usage, and it is for siphon. You can kind of see here from the picture how it looks. So you got the red glowing. If you've ever been to Blue Bottle or to Sight Glass or any of the cool hipster coffee shops, they have these in use for their siphons. So let's we're gonna unbox this thing. I'm actually gonna move it to a better lighting. We're gonna unbox this thing, and then I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna make a siphon cup with this burner. So here we are with the lamp. As you guys can tell, I'm in a new house now, so everything is all different layout. Okay. Manual, which I assume will be entirely in Japanese. Yes, it is. Things you don't do. Although the Japanese are excellent at design, so the pictures are very explanatory. I don't know if you guys see this or not, but I love the very sad coffee and the very timid coffee. Do we have a happy coffee here somewhere? There's got to be a happy coffee. No happy coffee. And for those asking, this is probably the most expensive single coffee equipment I've ever bought that actually wasn't for brewing. So my espresso machine was like $2 grand or something, but that's for making coffee. The siphon was like $160. The kettle was like $120. The grinder was like $299. No, $250. Actually no, so my Mazer Mini I think was $700, so this is my second most expensive thing I've ever bought for coffee. This was $275, was the cheapest price I found it. So we have the halogen bulb, very important. It comes with a really nice kind of box so it doesn't break in transit. We want to keep that. Yeah, lots of padding here, which is excellent for what I paid for it. And by the way, I've never used one of these before, so you know, I'm kind of unboxing this blind. I've had coffee made with these. I've seen them be used, but I've never actually owned one before or used it myself. So, pull this guy out of here. It's huge. This is probably 4 times larger than I expected it to be completely honest. And I'm going to make sure before I continue talking that this is all in focus. Okay, good. Looks like it's all in focus. So, we've got a plastic film here covering. There's a warning up top that says caution, do not touch. So I'm imagining because there's so much heat would be the one thing. The second thing could be that fingerprint oils will cause problems, but I guess it's just a good thing to never ever touch that no matter what. Got some additional film here to remove. Well, yeah, given the price of this and now the size of it, I certainly have it's probably the most careful I've ever unboxed something. Wow, that is gorgeous. I mean, it's like a mirror finish. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Yeah, this, I'm gonna zoom. Okay, look at this mirror finish we have here. I mean, this is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. Really, really, really gorgeous. I mean, the Japanese, they just really, I mean, not a lot of stuff anymore is made in Japan, but I try to buy as much as I can from Japan, especially coffee gear and electronics if I can. And this is just amazing. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, just really wonderful. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom back out here so we can give it a ride. Okay, so the dial is on off, so you've got various intensity levels here. The wire, of course, is a ground because there's so much power going through this. We're gonna remove this. So it already comes with a bulb. Halogen bulb is in here. So then I assume this is the replacement bulb. So you got this little thing in here, which is not really clear where that goes unless someone just accidentally packaged that in there. So we've got this little tiny bulb there, and then we've got this one. Yeah, so it appears that it comes with a full replacement bulbs. And just a reminder, I've done this before in previous videos of bulb videos, but why should I touch my halogen bulb with my fingers? As you can see, I'm holding it this way. Do not touch the surface of the quartz halogen bulb with bare fingers. The salts and oils in the hand will cause a weak area and lead to premature lamp failure. Yeah, so this is the 350 watt version. I guess there's a 400 watt version as well. Alright, put this guy back in here. I don't really know what that goes to, but maybe we'll find out eventually. So this will go into my coffee junk drawer of things stored. Let's get this set up, and we will brew some coffee. So while things are prepped here, I just thought I would mention that this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is the Hario 5-cup NXA-5. Slides right down here. Absolutely perfect fitment. So as far as the small bulb that I also saw, that goes in the rear here. There is a small fuse area here. So if the fuse ever blows, it came with a replacement fuse. That's what that's for. I should have known that, but I'm not an electrician. Okay, so let's get some water in here. Let's start the process, and then we will make some coffee. I'm about to turn this thing to get everything going, grind the beans. I've got the 600 milliliter mark here for the coffee. I actually thought it'd be fun to turn this thing on to show you guys what this looks like. So this is the standard intensity. You can even hear it with a little whine there. I don't know how this looks on the camera. We're gonna go to full intensity here. It's pretty well adjustable, easily, you know, there's some steps here. You can definitely see the change in light is not gradual, it's kind of immediate with each step. Yeah, it's insanely bright, this thing. It's kind of amazing. So let's place the siphon here and go ahead and get this ready. Now if this breaks, then we'll have some problems, but hopefully we won't have any issues here. So let's go ahead and get this going. Highest intensity. And you can feel, even up here, you can feel the heat that's coming from this. So we're on the max temperature now. It's certainly warming up. I'm going to go get the beans in here. I won't actually grind the beans until it starts to really boil. So I don't know how long this takes actually. I'm kind of curious. So we'll just leave this running and I'll do a fast forward thing, and fast forward. So we're almost done. You know, first impressions here is that it takes a bit longer. You know, once it's already pretty warm from the kettle or from your bubbler that has a hot water faucet, it takes a while to get it to the point, you know, a little bit longer than it would take a butane burner to do. And it's using a lot more power, obviously, but there's no refilling of butane, no flammable risk. Okay, let's reduce the heat here. It's starting to boil at the bottom. I will start my timer. Timer start. I'm killing the power just for a second. So I'm not actually sure. This is the first time I've done this, but I'm just keeping an eye to make sure that none of the coffee comes back into the burner. So it's on the lowest setting right now. It appears nothing is falling back down into it yet. 41 seconds. So there's actually, it's interesting because the intensity of light here, I've got a bit of bubbles here. There's still definitely some boiling going on, more than I would probably like. And I'm sure there are Syphon geeks out there that are watching this and judging me on my stirring skills, but I'm not quite worried about the timing of the brew just this time. I'm just trying to figure out and make sure that the lowest setting is low enough to keep the to keep it from boiling, but high enough to keep it from going back down into the bottom here. Alright, still looking good. We're at minute 45. This is usually when people will turn it off, so I'm going to give it a good vigorous whirlpool here, and then cut the light. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see a bit better here. So, I mean, everything pretty much the same as you do a siphon already with your either your denatured alcohol or your butane burner, except you have a cool light that lights it up. No flame, no refilling cartridges. You know, with alcohol or butane, obviously you're using power. 350 watts of it for 5 minutes a day, and we're done. I'll let this rest for a few minutes, and then I will pour a cup and enjoy. Okay, so we've let it rest for a few minutes here. We're going to, I've removed the top obviously and placed it off the side in my kind of espresso banger thing that I don't have properly installed, but can't cut up the house too much. I got my Starbucks cup, but yeah, looks like coffee. I don't really have much, thoughts on this tasting any different than it normally does. It might have been scorched slightly because it, was hotter at the end, longer boiling time. I don't quite know, but we're going to try this out and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys with your buying decisions on getting one of these or not. It definitely looks beautiful, and if you're a coffee geek that is more about hardware than he is the coffee, it's certainly one of the ultimate brewing accessories to add to your setup. The siphon itself is already gorgeous, and then you add the halogen burner, and it really is something of beauty. So, is it worth it? I don't know. We'll see. But refilling the butane, refilling the denatured alcohol burner, the control they don't really give you, and how you can brew with them, it's definitely an improvement. At the same time, this is not as portable as a butane burner would have been if for traveling and such. So, $275 is pretty expensive. So maybe you can find one used on eBay and save a bit of coin that way. All right, cheers everyone. Have a good day.